Hello, everybody. My name is Matthew Hollen, or I go by Matt. Either one is fine. I go by Matt 90% of the time. I'm from the south side of Indianapolis, Indiana. This is actually my 6th year at Ball State. I spent some time here originally as a TCOM major, and then now came back about a year and a half after having to take some time off, and I've been going ever since. I'm currently a senior at the moment, so I'm close to the end of the trail. My major is in business administration. Uh, and the reason why I'm taking this class is because I've always been interested in how a business starts. I've always seen how the business runs. I've always worked for businesses that are actually operating and up and running, but being able to see how a business runs is from the start, and in terms of actually getting it up off the ground and then making it um, kind of making it go in the direction that you obviously desire has been something that's interested me. So having that interest plus the requirement as listed as a required class towards my degree was kind of an added bonus. So it seemed like a no-brainer at the time. Um, what interests me about entrepreneurship and small businesses is more so, again, how they get up off the ground. It can start with a simple idea, and having that knowledge on how a business can start from being small and then grow into something large, like, for example, like the successes behind like Gary Vaynerchuk or Elon Musk, who took off from the start. They all started small and worked their way up, but a small business is everywhere around me. I actually live in the Broad Ripple area, so seeing how those people put their businesses together and push themselves out there and turn with the tide is something that's always interested me. So, I think having that knowledge on how an entrepreneur can start something from the ground up and keep it running for a long period of time is just absolutely amazing. So, in terms of family business history, my dad currently owns a business. He's owned a business now for the last 11 years. He started Indiana Working Dogs in 2007, and then when he moved to Florida, he actually sold that business and started Stair Step dog training. He's a certified dog trainer for obedience, as well as disability dogs for those with mobility and hearing issues. He has also done scent detection, gun dogs for hunting. Um, he trains all different types of dogs and breeds, and that's something that he's been doing now for the last 11 years. And now with him selling Indiana Working Dogs and then opening Stair Step Dog Training, he opened that in Port St. Lucie, Florida. So it's kind of been of a different adventure for him since he's changing climates. So now he has that year-round availability versus sometimes mostly seasonal. Once winter hit, we would see the business die. So we thought, hey, let's take it to Florida and see what it can do. Other than that, my mother is a loan officer. She has been for the last 30 years, working for all different types of banks and lenders. She's currently with Huntington Bank and has been probably now for the last 2 or 3 years. But she's worked for other lenders like your Wells Fargo's, BMO, as well as I know she's done some stuff with KeyBank. So she's worked with a lot of different lenders in terms of like their mortgage lending business. I have never actually, I can say, run a business. I've never ran a business. I've done stuff like bringing an inventory, managing, the staff, and then also helping advertise for a store as an interim store manager for Revel Wireless. About that was almost 10 years ago. I can't say that's full on running the business because obviously there was a corporate team behind me. I currently work in contact center management now, so I actually manage a contact center for the state of Indiana. But in terms of the actual business, like from the ground up, I've never started a small business. I've never ran an actual business from the like as in terms of having complete control. But that's something that I'm not taking off the table. Who knows what the future holds? Maybe there's an opportunity presented to me or my wife that we can't turn down, and so we run with it. So with that being said, I hope everyone has a great semester, and I'll see you all with the message boards and assignments.